the hurricane itself, the hurricane was over 500 miles away from the islands, but it's somehow the islands were producing hurricane winds and having all these winds and all this fire. And what was weird was there was no storm surge or water that was produced with this hurricane, which, as we know, with hurricanes like Hurricane Hilary that just went into California, it flooded a whole bunch of places.
Hello, and welcome to Discovering True Health, your weekly deep dive into health and wellness. Thank you so much for joining us today. Before we get started, as always, please hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a lot, and you'll stay up to date on all our upcoming shows. You can also check out additional information on our website, Instagram, and Facebook. All those links are below. So, in light of the recent unprecedented weather events that have impacted so many lives, today we're going to be discussing the devastating fire in Maui, the tropical storm that hit California, and the growing numbers of fires around the globe, and how weather modification programs may be contributing to these types of abnormal weather events. We're also going to be discussing the climate change narrative and what types of weather modification programs are currently happening today. So my guest joining me today is Matt Roseke, founder of Cultivate Elevate, and their mission is to bring back information that has been suppressed, that has caused our society to become sicker and weaker, through educating and empowering individuals to rise above the state of fear and realize that there are always solutions. So thank you, Matt, so much for joining me again today.
Thank you for having me on.
Now, I'd love to first start with hearing a bit about you. For those that don't know who you are, you have a company called Cultivate Elevate. Share with us a bit about what that is and the work you do as well.
So on Cultivate Elevate, we provide a lot of different solutions and ways to elevate your terrain, heal your body, heal your terrain, and just, look at things as a full spectrum. Because a lot of the times when we're trying to heal our body, we try to, target one thing at a time, but our body doesn't work that way. It works in a full spectrum. So, we talk about superfoods, we talk about different things related to lighting, we talk about things with clothing, water, all these different ways in which we can raise our frequency and heal our body. And as we begin to address the different pathways of our body begins to heal like that. So on our website, we have a whole list of different superfoods. We have blogs. We have tons of information related on how to elevate your body, your terrain, and your home so that you can help yourself and others around you on this topic.
Yes, highly recommend their Pearl Powder, Dragon's Blood, and Shilajit. I use them all, and they're incredible. I'll post a link to his site below for everybody. Now, let's get into the weather modification programs. They're not new, and we're going to get into more details of what they are later. But let's start with the Maui fire. What are some of the oddities that surrounded that devastating events? And firstly, not only do we send our thoughts and prayers to those who have been affected, but I know you also have a colleague who has a GoFundMe page to help those affected. Can you mention that as well, since our government seems to only be contributing $700 per family currently?